welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. That is the R in the RK Stumblingbear, and I'm a reader and a writer. And this is my last book haul of covering through September through the end of December. And I think I'm just gonna kind of this is not in order of the books of when I got them, just kind of how they grouped up. So I picked up Snow Crash. This is actually something my husband saw at the bookshop, and I've wanted to read it for years because it's a very well-known cyberpunk sci-fi, and my buddy regroup's gonna be reading it in December of 2026. So guess what? It's my shelf now. I picked up the legendary Frybread Drive-In, edited by Christina Leitich Smith, and I have read this. I buddy read it with Margaret Pinard. Yeah, check out her channel. I don't have physically with me because they're in my husband's office. Old Man's War, Ghost Brigade's Lost Colony, and Zoe's Tale by John Scalzi. I have previously read Old Man's War, and my husband tried it out and really liked it, which is why we're working on getting the rest of the series. And then I got Queen Demon by Martha Wells, which I have read. I got The Strength of the Few by James Islington, which I have read. Some audiobooks that I got were Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. I have not read it yet. I had started it. It's narrated by Robin Miles. I love her narration. It just wasn't clicking for me, so I went to something different. I got Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. Did read it, loved it, fantastic. I got A Flower Traveled in My Blood by Haley Cohen Gilliand, and this is about the disappearances that happened in Argentina. I believe it was Argentina. And this is a South American history of during authoritarian rule. There are people who were speaking out against the government. They were disappeared, and those who were pregnant, their children, they would allow them to have their children before killing them, and then those kids would be adopted by supporters of the party. So this book is about the grandmothers who knew their children were missing, their grandchildren are missing, and they're trying to find them, and what that process was like. And then I got the audiobook Metaphase by Vonda McIntyre. The first two books in this series I was able to get through interlibrary loan physically, which is my preferred reading style when it's fiction, but there's no way I can do that. So I wanted to finish the series with my buddy group, so I got an audio of this one. And I've just barely started it, and I do like the narrator, thankfully. Because a lot of the time fiction narrators don't work for me, but this one is more just reading the book to me and less trying to perform it, if that makes sense. I also purchased Alien Clay, which I had read earlier this year and really enjoyed it. And so now we're on to my pretty editions. I do subscribe to The Broken Binding. So I got in Children of God by Mary Doria Russell. This is the sequel to The Sparrow. I never knew it was a duology. But yeah. Pretty cover. Pretty end papers. I got The Vanishing Birds by Simon Jimenez, which I've heard a lot about. You know, and this copy is signed, so that's pretty cool. I don't think all of them are, but definitely very sci-fi world. By the way, as a preview, this, because of the instrument on the front, this one definitely qualifies for a buzzword-a-thon prompt for cover for next year, so it makes me very excited, a reason to pick it up sooner rather than later. And then I got the duology, Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose by Nicholas Ames. And I like how this one, it seems like it's a continuation. Ooh, had not seen that. When I get these, I don't necessarily look at them right away. Kind of made me curious what was on the back. And then Bloody Rose. This. And then this one came with like a playing card, collectible, and a bookmark, so that was kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, those are my books that I got for my last book haul. Let me see if I guess can lift all of them. Or at least the pretty ones. Okay. All right, well, thank you and have a great day.